Next on CC Classic Cars, we reveal the Know Your Chrome mystery car, then it's over to wine country to catch up with a nice red. Some cars seem to be locked into a time, even though they span several decades. When most people look at the lines and designs of this classic American sports car that seems to ooze more muscle than hustle, they think 1980s. Surprisingly, this incredible example of a Corvette Stingray was built in 1968. This just goes to show how far ahead the design of this car really was. It's common for a name to travel over decades of car manufacturing, but rare for the car to go relatively unchanged. The body styling on this model continued for 15 years, longer than any other Corvette.
What makes the 68 Corvette unique, it's the start of a new model, new year. It started what they call the Coke bottle shape. What it makes it unique from other Corvettes of that era is little subtleties to the design. Things like reversing lights on the bottom valance panels that's not on any other model, right up to 72. It is a chrome bumper, what we call a chrome bumper model, and they finished in 1972, and then after that they were rubber bumpers.
Built by Chevrolet, the Corvette Stingray was groundbreaking in its styling and performance. One of the most recognisable muscle cars in history, the Corvette Stingray was a true evolution of American sports cars. A break from European-influenced two-seaters to a true American classic. So how does this car differ to many others of its time? First of all, for a car built in the USA, the Corvette from day one had a unique body construction. Those styled fenders, low lip and smooth lines are crafted from fiberglass, even as they were in the 1950s model. Many people don't realise that the Corvette Stingray has always been a fiberglass-bodied car, hence its stunning power to weight ratio. Part of the reason the stylists of the Corvette were so far ahead of their time was that they were not constrained by the steel construction limitations of their peers. The organic lines and free curves are pure imagination. Many fans of the Corvette Stingray grew up watching American television shows, where the car often had the starring role. This has helped fuel the passion for the muscle car across the globe. Fans of the car love its beautiful shape, clean and flowing lines, and no matter what angle you look at it, it's a lovely car. This is most likely a deciding factor in the design's longevity. This particular Corvette Stingray is quite unique. You would be hard-pressed to find an original car. That is to say, all the parts on this car are as they were from the factory. Sure, it's been restored, but it's as stock as the day it rolled out of the showroom. Some purists may note that the steering wheel is not original for this car. Well, Gary has this restored, but is reluctant to use it day to day. And how much would a car like this cost? Well, when they rolled off the factory floor in 1968, the manufacturer's retail price was around $6,000 US, which equates to about $36,000 now, or about £22,000. The early Corvettes have appreciated due to their popularity, and this example would fetch about $80,000 US. There are some very rare Corvettes that have sold for more than $800,000 US, but these are few and far between. The power plant under the hood is also a little unique. It features a Holley triple 2-barrel carburettor, or tri-power carburettor on a big block engine. The motor in the 68 Stingray came in several different varieties of 427, a small block and a big block. It also came in different horsepowers. Not only is this a big block, but also the 400 horsepower model. There is no question the American muscle cars were in a style class all of their own. While the European car makers were staying small and sleek, the muscle cars were all about looks and a powerful performance. And when you put that much power in a relatively light vehicle, something has to give.
What's the car like to drive? I mean, it's very basic. It is a 1968, so the technology's not there like a new car. But it's like sitting, once you're in there, it's like sitting in a cockpit of an aeroplane. You're very low down, and the bonnet is very, very long. So it takes a bit of getting used to see over the front. In a straight line, it's magnificent. Out in the open road with the top down, it's a lovely free feeling. It's not that terrific when you come to cornering. It's not a good cornering car. The back end tends to want to sway out a bit if you give it a bit of gas. But out on the open road, as long as you're going straight, it's a beautiful car to drive.
It's not every day you see a car over 40 years old rolling out of a winery and feel the twinge in your neck as your head turns just a little too far. It's cars like the Corvette Stingray that help keep the passion for classic cars alive. So how well do you know your chrome? If you said it was a 1976 Porsche 911 Carrera 3, you'd be right. The classic 911 shape has held true for decades, starting way back in 1963. Some of you will be wondering just how you were supposed to pick the exact model. Well, it's the bumpers on this beast that are the dead giveaway. It seems we are surrounded by classic cars. We can't believe how many classic cars are still on the road, but we do know why. Classic cars hold special places in the hearts of so many. Memories of visits to the beach as a child, buying your first car, or getting into the seat next to Grandad as he warmed up the engine of his old clunker. Few mechanical things can evoke so many emotions and memories and give lovers of old metal a chance to relive the past, a past preserved in CC, classic cars.